All right, good morning, good afternoon, and good evening, wherever this video may find you. So, as always, Gavin, and I'm not with Justin right now. We are not even in Utah. We are at this lovely little casita that I just copped on Airbnb. I'm here for a birthday trip that I just celebrated, turning 30 this week, and I figured I would treat myself to a nice little vacation with driving some sports cars, as well as my Fiesta, of course. I road tripped down here, we're about to do the 12-hour drive back. Actually, this is our last day. And earlier in the week, I met up with my buddy Andrew, who has been on the podcast before. Here, I'll put a link or something like right there. And yeah, he rented a 718. I was about to say Boxer GTS, but no, that's what I drove. And he copped a 718 Cayman GT4, and I had a little bit of a go in that. So let's go see how that is. I am in a 718 GT4, and I kind of don't know what to do with myself aside from just drive. So I think we'll just do that. All right, 718 Cayman GT4 with PDK. What's the word on it? Man, I thought I had some darty steering in the Boxster. And the 911 GT3 suspension components on this have done wonders for this platform. Okay, so what happens when you add 20 horsepower? I mean, on a road like this, you're not going to feel it. The things that you feel are the steering, the brakes, and shifting, and how the car handles its weight. Oh, this is much better. The pavement gets smooth. This feels more race car. This is an car. Oh yeah. Oh yes. Oh yes. Rough road, huh? This has so much more front end grip. I can just lean on this way more. I was leaning on traction control with the other car, and that was fun in its own little way. Wow. Wow, wow, wow. Jesus. When the road gets smooth, this is just such a better car. Yeah, the steering, GT4 steering, a bit more feel. I felt on the very first corner, I was like, are we sure? Yeah, I'm sure. It's just as quick, if not quicker. I get a little bit more weight, a little bit more feel. Go around a biker when it's clear. Wrap it out. Whoa! Oh, that'll make grown men weep. I'm sorry I can't push this quite as hard as I really want to. I don't know the road. I've been here a couple of times over the years, but it's not my home turf. Oh, wow. Oh my God. Wow, cars get this good? Cars get this good. You can chuck it. It'll then just
slingshots itself out of the corner. It'll give you the perfect downshift, even into first gear, hucking it into a hairpin. It's perfect without being Audi levels of perfect. Audi perfect is just perfect and simple with zero emotion. But listen to this and tell me this doesn't have emotion. That is German passion. Germans can have a sense of humor. Germans can be passionate. And the entire Porsche GT lineup, whether it's GT4, GT3, GT2, those are all examples of that. This is no exception. I want to take this to a track day. I don't want to go out to dinner with it, but I want to take this to a track day. I want an entire weekend of canyons with this. I want to throw the miles on. I want to get the blood pumping. Thankfully, it's good at that. This 4-liter is just as responsive as the GTS 4-liter. So when you are traveling over a rough road, it does do that. So if you are on more rough ground, be careful, be mindful. Navigate through some bullshit. So at the time of this filming, Los Angeles, and especially the Malibu area, have just come out of a massive flooding situation. And the unfortunate thing about driving up in the hills and in the canyons is that rock slides happen. And with rock slides and mudslides comes dirty roads. And so this isn't a perfect experience with being able to drive completely out of my mind. But I've gotten a flavor, I've gotten a sense. Jesus. Oh! Arm over arm over arm. This is amazing. Dude. In-fucking-credible. I just hope that I have a microphone capturing this exhaust still mounted. Because I had Latigo to myself. Are you kidding me? This late in the day? Unreal. Like I said in the last video, something that I've done before, but clearly I'm doing it better, bigger and better this time, is treat myself to a birthday in Southern California with a Porsche. This time around, my buddy Andrew decided to join me, and he's renting this GT4. I have the GTS 4.0. Woo! Wow. I'm here with my girlfriend. Andrew's here with his girlfriend. Andrew is now convinced he actually needs to have one of these in his life. And I feel like he's right. I think he should. I'm on a bit of a soul search myself, frankly. It's hard to argue with this, though, or argue against this. Brakes work really well. Okay, so what are the things that I've written down before my batteries die? What are the things I've written down? It has auto stop start, so does the GTS. GT4. So I've done a little bit of research. 109 base. This is probably as spec'd, I don't know, maybe 115 to 120. Similar money. I'm just going to turn you off. Similar money for that Boxster. What do I think? What would I rather have? I've always been more of a Cayman guy anyway. I think a car like this in Utah, because that's the area that I really know. A car like this in Utah, it would be next level. As just like a summertime daily, a car that you can take on date night, rip up the canyon, go on a road trip. You still got the frunk. You still have probably a little bit. Yeah, you probably have trunk in the back. 0 to 60 in 3.7. I'm clearly short on words because I just had a really intense experience. 0 to 60, 3.7 seconds. This has a dry sump oil. That makes me feel better about sending it through corners and being planted and just slingshotting out. The G-forces I just experienced was like, oh my God. And all of the hand over hand over hand. It's just so much to take in. I don't know how Matt Farah does it, so props to you, Matt. Let's see. Oh, this does have 6-piston fronts. I was wondering why the brakes felt the way they did. So these have more brake than that. This car's technically, 40 pounds heavier? You don't feel it. 414 horsepower at 7,600 RPM, 317 torque at 5,500. I haven't really been able to really let the hair down as far as the engine is concerned. I was really more about pushing the steering and the suspension and getting it from as little as first gear and as high as third gear. This is a very tight and technical road. If you don't know what you're doing, you really can't have a bad fucking day. What do I think about the car? I think it's fast. I think it's capable. I think it sounds great. This feels like more of a GT3. I think it earns the GT4 name above the GTS. The GTS definitely feels like more of a substantial road car. I think that this is absolutely more of an occasion car. You didn't have to watch this video to get that conclusion. You could have just, looked at the cars. But having experienced both of these cars back to back, firsthand, what do I want more? It's gun to my head. It's really hard to discount that 4-liter, the GTS 4-liter. It's really hard to turn that down. I might need to simmer on this. I might not be able to come to a conclusion right here and now. So, yes, the gearing is too long. I would like to have a go with one of these in Utah on a longer canyon road so I can actually let the hair down and see what it's like. But if you look at the numbers, it's still geared too tall. It still is. I like the gearing in the GTS. I feel like it's the same engine, but I think there's a little bit of different character here. Bye, Andrew. That just looks like a great time. I just saw Andrew drive away. It's difficult to really put a gun to my head and see which one I like more. These are a more sporty seat. They're still the comfort seats, but these hug you in a bit more. The blue car has radar cruise. Blue car has some more creature comforts on the inside, like a drive mode select on Manatino on the wheel. The buttons are laid out in a slightly different way. There had to have been some sort of facelift. I didn't even put it in PDK Sport. Here, let me go chase Andrew. Hopefully no one pulls out. Let's put this in PDK Sport. Sport suspension is on. Exhaust is on. You really just feel it rocketing out of the corner from the rear. It's not even a rotation, it's just a shove from the back. Chuck it in. Chuck it in again. Downshift in the corner. I do want one of these. It makes me wonder how the GT4 RS is. I rode in one of them on a photo shoot I did at the end of 2022. and that noise was orgasmic. Truly. If I can secure a ride in one of those, then I will definitely have to report back my findings. If I'm going one or the other, gun to my head, I think I'm going GT4. I think I'm going GT4. I mean, this is why the Porsche Boxer Spider exists. This is exactly why the Boxer Spider exists. You can have this level of motorsport theater and drop the top and hear the car better and have an open air experience. But now I know exactly why the Boxer Spider exists. I would also like one of these in a stick, and I would like it with the shorter gears, please. Give me a GT4. Let me spend the 20 grand. Also, I just want to drive this car because it has the better tires on it. And I feel more planted. Alright, well, thank you all for watching my ramblings again. And I'm going to put some miles on a GT4 in an empty canyon. I'll see you later.